let me tell you something, John. You know, it's sometimes the quality of movie you make. You see, I did this show because I got to repeat myself. I sound like I am doing that, but you know what? You know why I did this show? Because you're the real deal. By the way, I'm on this low carbohydrate diet. I lost 11 pounds in a week, you know, and I'm really like, I get a little dizzy. This guy don't feed me. I go on set, they give me filet mignons, lobsters, steak. This guy come here. I'm looking, I gotta get it. Feel like, could you get me a glass of water?
I can get you a glass of water. I can get you a glass of water.
I got a
I'm
salami.
choking. You know what?
This is my salami. I'm like whack people, get out of control.
You know, John, I'm going to break it over here. I want to get
You have it.
That John's my friend. He don't mean that he's a little crazy. But I'm going to tell you the amazing thing about his show, what brought me to the screen to this show. He takes everyday characters and he does crazy things. And sometimes people think he's crazy. But I'm going to be honest with you. He's genuinely a great talent. I've seen his editing work. I'm impressed. His group. Now, let me tell you, I don't even like this metal shit. I don't even like it.
NYB?
NYB, yeah. By the way, I played this tape I'm going to say it. I gave it to MTV already.
And thank you for putting that song in your.
Oh yeah, and the biggest thing we forgot. Let me tell you what the biggest thing I forgot is. You know, when I made this movie, I directed, I produced it, I started Jimmy Whispers. Okay, I shot it for $50,000.
$50,000. Oh my goodness.
You know what's the other movies cost? I worked on 192 million, 96 million. So for $50,000, I brought something to the table. I took people off the streets, like you and him and Bart. And I made them, well, Bart was going to be my new one. We'll talk about Bart later. But what I did is I created a realization method of my school. By the way, did you hear about my school?
I did hear about your school. It's on Staten Island. It's called Jimmy Whispers Acting School. You can find it online.
.com.
You can find it online, www.jimmywhispersactingschool.com. Very easy.
As a matter of fact,
do you want to
come to my school?
I would love to come to your school.
You got a free class.
Thank you.
Sean, I can't invite you because you're too crazy. You'll upset my classes. But but to be real, let me tell you what we did. I took a concept between all the stars I worked at. Francis, let's go directors, Francis Coppola, Brian De Palma, Ridley Scott. You know what, I'm stuck on them because I'm just stuck. Susan Sarandon, the first woman director. And I work with icons, and what they did for me is I took a piece of each. De Niro, I took a piece of his acting. Ridley Scott with Michael Douglas, Andy Garcia, a piece of his. Meryl Streep. I mean, my favorite movie, you don't even know it. You know my favorite movie?
I might know it.
It's Night what?
Black Rain?
No.
All right.
Night City?
You got it.
I know
now
it.
She's a fan.
I know the deal.
Do you know why I love that movie? Ask me why I love. Say, why do you love that movie?
What do you love that movie for?
I get to shoot at that time, we're best friends with De Niro. We're still friends. And what he did with me, he meted me. He wouldn't talk to me for 2 weeks. I used to fly back and talk together, nothing. You know why? I had to kill him, and just the experience of the anger between him and Jessica Lange. Like, I tried to buy Jessica drinks, we didn't have a drink, I wanted to buy them dinner. These people are nuts. But I thought they were nuts. But they taught me to be in the moment, and I get to get a gun and shoot my friend. And when I had to do that, but you got to understand, now this is deep, because when you're that close with somebody, and as you're holding a pistol, just shoot him, and you're going to... I had trouble shooting him. But let me tell you what a perfectionist he was. If you see that movie Night in the City, which I recommend, there's $100 bills all over. There was a speck of dirt, and I learned this perfectionist, and he stopped the cameras for a speck of dirt. But you understand, did you see that movie, Bob?
Yes.
What did you think of it?
I loved it.
In my career, I did a lot of work, and I'm going to tell you, and I love Staten Island people. I love John's show. I recommend you to stay tuned to it. You know, he gives people an opportunity. You know, he can't go to his head like he's a big shot because he's too crazy, this kid. But he gets the everyday people. And you know what? And I admire him for what he did. And his group, to me, what's that, Roses? What's that, Guns N' Roses?
Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith.
What's that,
Guns N' Roses.
But I enjoyed your group. I loved your CD.
Thank you.
This CD I loved.
He loved it so much, he was in the video.
Yeah.
War
I'm starting in our video, War in the Streets.
But let me tell you about the video he did. First of all, I get paid $10,000 a day. I did it free. He gets to use me. I allow him because he's an able kid. I like him from Staten Island. You understand? And what I did with this video, I mean, like this show, he can't pay me what I deserve. I'm not bragging about money. I'm not doing that. sweetheart, look at me. I'm an expensive guy. But my dedication to Staten Island, the people in it, I like John, and I want to see him grow. His show, his technique, but his technique of acting, not acting, is he does it very real, very real. You know, he's hyping me, he's drinking, he's smoking. I don't know what this guy does. I don't know what he does. But I want to tell you, to go, how I feel, great about it. Now, this movie, 50,000, we now have it in major records on Staten Island. And what's the name of the store in Brooklyn?
Music Stop on 86th Street.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Music.
And MTV's kind of deal, maybe, I can't promise because I don't like to lie about it. We got deals pending with distributors all over. And my school is every Thursday night for you.
I will be there this Thursday night.
And I'm going to give out free classes. Anybody that calls from John's show, we give them a free class.
Fair enough.
One free class. You hear that?
One.
One in a
Take it
lifetime.
easy. Don't spend my money, John. Hey, can I do something? Because I brought one of my students on because he's going to probably, if he behaves himself and stays committed, he might look at me. Maybe. I don't know because he's insane. Insanity.